Welcome back to hour number the fourth of Sagas of the Icelanders.
Yeah.
I think it's time to find out. The stakes have gotten pretty damn high. So, Ingeborg, it's
Hello.
mid-afternoon, and there's
Prime
a
time.
firm pound on the door.
Oh, yes. Who is it?
It's Scum.
Oh, Scum. Yes. Come in. Come in.
Yeah, he pushes the door open and steps into your house. Ugh. Woman, it smells like piss and blood in here. What have you been doing?
Well, at least half of that's true.
Your magics are beyond my ken. Ingebjorg, I need your guidance.
Yes.
You know full well that Rovik and I intend to duel for the insult he dealt me on our raid against Vali and the others.
Do you now?
Yes, I cannot stand these insults to my honor any longer. This man who runs his farm, who has this woman doing half of his work for him, whose Carl is off gallivanting with some foreigner. I cannot stand it any longer.
Yes, I understand.
I need your guidance. Rovik has come to me with a deal. He claims that if we duel, if I kill him, I will get his lands, his sheep, his farm, his woman. I wouldn't mind that. But if he wins, he doesn't want to kill me. He wants me to become a sacrifice. I'm not sure why. I know little of these matters. Sitkona, from what you know of the gods, of the spirits, how will they perceive this? I will not enter Valhalla if I do not die in battle, but does anything await for me if I go willingly as a sacrifice?
Well, I myself am not too sure, but we can find out.
How?
Come, sit. Sit.
Yeah, he's this big hulking brute of a man. He barely even fits in your hut. He's a really awkward size, so he's like, ducking under the pots you've got hanging, and he like bats his face into like a chicken leg that you've got hanging from the ceiling or something like that.
Oh, you're not going to be able to sit in my stool, Hulda.
I just moved the stool so you can sit on the floor.
Yeah, he sort of like hunches down, sits on the floor.
There we are. Now, yes.
Oh wait, this is the fourth person I'm like bonding with then? So do I like level up?
Ingeborg, you don't have a relationship with Scum.
Oh, it has to be a relationship.
Yeah, you have a soft spot for Eamon, and you have a secret with Helga. So if you were doing something, if you use a move on either of them, then you mark that relationship. So you've got Rovik and Hilda, but you
I got
need
Eamon
Helga.
too, right?
Do you?
Because I...
Oh, you read Eamon's future. Of
Yeah.
course, yeah, you do have Eamon. Okay.
Yeah, so it's...
So yeah, you're just looking for Helga.
All right.
Hey, Rovik.
Yeah?
While we're doing this, erase all four of your bonds, or all four of your marks on your relationships.
Yeah?
And then you gain one advancement on your character sheet.
So, okay, so how do I do this? I pick a new move?
Yeah, so you can choose to add an expansion, smithy, plow. You can become a slave owner and like gain more slaves. Or you can, yeah, so like as advancements down in the bottom right-hand corner, you can pick a new move from your rulebook or pick a new move from another male rulebook.
Oh, I can pick one from a different one. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so give a look at that because I don't want you to go into this duel without having leveled up first because you totally did check all.
Yeah.
All right, so sorry, back to you, Ingeborg. You're gonna roll the bones for Scum, yeah?
I'm going to roll the bones.
All right.
I only pick one advancement, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, 9. Okay, so that's that situation where you get to ask me 2 of the questions and I answer them, but yeah.
Press is hidden. All right. Who do I see?
You see scum.
And what do I see happening to them?
You see them being sacrificed, and you see scum striding up to the gates of Valhalla and being invited inside, not to feast with the warriors, but to stand with the gods and to help serve in the halls of Valhalla.
All right. So I'm like,
Well, it appears that it is true. The gods would be pleased with a sacrifice.
Yeah, he furrows his brow and he hears your words. He nods. He says, "Very well. Then I will accept Rovik's terms. But it matters little. I will best him. And then I will be the man."
I just kind of look at him and I'm like,
All right. You do it.
I don't say
Yeah.
that, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm just like,
Yeah, okay. He walks out. I feel like as soon as Scum charges off, Rovik, then Eamon and Hilda find you. That's sort of when they come across you. Is like maybe Eamon and Hilda, you two even see Scum sort of like disappearing up the river in the direction of Ingebjorg's hut. But you also see Rovik standing on the deck of the longboat.
Okay. Sorry, I was still just going through the things.
No worries.
by the way, I could always just lie, right? I could just be like, oh yeah, I saw this thing, even though it
Yes,
wasn't what I
you
saw.
can do that.
All
Yep.
right, yeah.
Totally. So, Eamon, you wanted to find Rovik, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You found him.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
What's happening?
So you,
As far as
Scum is up a ways along the river, walking away in the direction of Ingebjorg's hut. Rovik is standing on the deck of the longboat. It's clear that they just had some talk, and that Scum, sort of charged off in his angry fashion. He does that every so often. You know how he is.
Okay.
But you just came from trying to figure out where Girny is, and you discovered that you can't find her.
Okay. I say, Rovik.
Yes, Eamon, I've been looking for you. And you can
Not
probably
you.
see that the sword still has like blood drying on it now.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. What happened here?
Well, unfortunately, I called for my slaves to help me tie up Scum if he should so not come willingly as a sacrifice after I best him in combat. I don't want to really kill him in combat because then he cannot be my sacrifice. And unfortunately, Ari decided to become a coward. You know that he's always been too cautious, and he became panicked and he became stupid and he started rambling nonsense, and I had to put him down.
Eamon, you know that that's well within Rovik's right as the owner of these thralls, Basically, for any reason whatsoever, Rovik can put them to death, especially for cowardice. Yeah.
And
This
Scum?
is, it's like, no, Rovik killing
No, I'm saying
Ari.
to Rovik. I'm saying.
Oh, I
and
see.
Scum?
Yeah.
Yes, Scum has said he will go talk to Ingebjorg about this sacrifice option, and he might even be willing to just be a sacrifice once I best him. Hopefully. How did you get on with Gurney?
We cannot find Girny. She has not been around for weeks. No one has seen her. Perhaps this is a sign, Rovik.
A sign of what?
You know.
Say it.
I mean, Hilda and uh, Carl are with us. Would you want
Yeah.
me to say that out loud? I kind of like look to my sides and look back at him.
Okay. That is out of the question. You know better. We will find Gurney. If we have to delay the sacrifice of her for another day, then that is a worst case scenario. But that is the only worst case scenario to be
Man.
considered here.
It would be so helpful if you had a tracker with you. Oh, wait.
Shut up. You made me do it. You're putting me in these difficult positions.
Because he knew it was gonna happen.
God
I don't know if
damn.
we can delay the sacrifice. I don't know if anybody'd be happy about that.
Besides, you got to fight a dude in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Rovik has it really hard, okay? Got a lot of shit going on. Spinning a lot of
So
plates.
Eamon is like normally all about what Rovik has to say, but right now his mind is kind of in other places. He has a child in the way, like he's worried about himself, and perhaps Ingrid is right. Maybe he keeps putting, Rovik's family and Rovik ahead of him all the time.
Yeah.
So he starts kind of questioning himself, and as he sees kind of the befuddlement going on within Rovik's mind as is right now, he goes, Rovik, maybe this is the sign. I know you don't want this, but the gods are angry.
It is out of the question. If the gods are angry, they can take it up with me directly.
We cannot put this off for too long.
Indeed. So you better get tracking for Gurney to save your child.
I kind of look back. I look over at Hilda. Oh my god, I can't say. There's too many like Helga Hildas.
Yeah, Helga.
I look back at Hilda and I give her a look, kind of like maybe you're right.
Like, if one of you wanted to make the other do something, you could throw an insult or question the honor. You're both
Yeah.
men. You can do that, or you can like argue
Well, I
back and
was
forth
gonna-
for a
I was-
while.
Trying
Well,
to
I was
consider
gonna
actually what
kinda-
my move was going to be that
Yeah.
I was going to choose to level up because one of the options could actually really help here, but I don't know if I
Ooh.
want to. I don't know if I want to risk it because then there's the other option which could be really good for me personally.
It's a really great point in the story to introduce a new move if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Like this is how
This
you
is-
know the new move, right?
This really could be like the decision that ends Rovik though. If
Do
the
it.
roll doesn't
Do
go good for the battle,
Do it.
then
Do it.
Well, like what? You're going to be accepting a physical challenge, so you're rolling plus young. What's your young?
my young is not so good. And that's why I was actually the question I had as well was the character, the child, is that male or female?
Of which child?
The character.
Oh,
the
the
child.
child? The child
Exactly.
is not male or female.
Oh, I see. So it's like different. The same with the monster, right?
Right.
So I could only choose from the male handbook. Okay.
Yes. So like the Gothi or the what else are they?
So my two choices are, I don't know if I should share them or just make the decision.
Do it.
Well, I
with
guess
your heart.
let me make this
Do it.
comment and then you make your decision.
Do it.
Okay.
I give Hilda a look of like perhaps Rovik. Perhaps you're right. Maybe Rovik is wrong, and this is not what we should be doing. Sacrificing these people.
You
who
say
have
that
nothing
to me?
do. No, I'm giving you a look, and then I turn back to her.
You're saying a
And
lot
I
with a look.
I kind of make a comment like, perhaps things would be easier if Ari were around. For the tracking portion of it, because she just was like, "Frickin' go track him!" I was like,
Oh
wow.
shit! So you're throwing an insult.
And I turn my back and begin to walk away to go
Yeah.
find.
Okay.
So, are you implying that Rovik lacks, restraint or self-control?
No, I genuinely think he's right, but I also think like this task that he wants me to do, it's basically,
Yeah.
finding
I mean-
Gurney for himself.
Are you trying to insult Rovik?
I mean, it probably is insulting to him, so I guess it is an insult.
Yeah.
I'm not meaning it to be like I want to brawl you, but I'm meaning it to be like under the breath, like, well, you should have probably killed Arya if you want me to go track her.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Giska, come here. So roll plus your gendered.
All right. My gendered is +1.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn.
Great, everybody rolls awesome but me. Thanks. Thanks, fucking
So let's
Odin.
see. So
Wow.
that marks your relationship with Rovik. So mark that down. And then also, Rovik, you have to either bear the insult of, your... I mean, I think, like, the implication here is that you're too hot-headed. So either you're bearing the insult, confirming its truth in the eyes of everybody who's here. So that's Hilda and
But I'm too hot-headed,
Coral.
right?
Right. Or you act to prove otherwise, which is up to you how, but yeah.
Yeah, I
Really?
think that they see that I'm kind of insulting him to some extent.
Yeah.
Acting to prove otherwise against being hot-headed.
Or
Okay.
like, you have to do something to rebuke the insult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't have to be aggressive. So I think
Nope.
if the insult is to be hot-headed, then what I'm going to do is the move that I'm going to choose is from the Godi, which is the Master
Okay.
of Blot. And the Master of Blot is that when you call people forward to sacrifice, I get to roll plus versed. On a hit, they come. On a 10 plus, they bring sacrifice equal to a handful of silver or whatever else. Blah, 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 other things. I'm thinking this is right, so I'm not entirely sure. For PCs, it's always their choice, but their honor may be called into question if they don't attend the ceremony. So I'm going to choose this, and then what I'm going to
Awesome.
say is, and this is going to suck because I could have chosen raw strength, which is perfect.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm choosing that, and I'm going to say to Eamon, so how do I call them forward to sacrifice, right?
I mean, it's just like
So-
you're calling the people. So you're basically calling everybody and saying, like, send
Yeah.
out the word, we need a sacrifice, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say to Eamon, if it's not Gurney, it is someone else, but it is someone else for your household. It does not come from mine, because that is not what will appease the gods. You must find a replacement, and it must be from you.
Nice.
Now send out the word and seek a sacrifice by dusk tonight.
That's
going
that's when it's going down.
Yeah.
Does she have to roll for that?
Yep, she's got a roll
Okay.
plus versed.
'Cause
So, like,
I
I
have-
mean, I guess you're like raising your voice and addressing anybody who's nearby. Send out the word.
Depending
the
how she rolls, I'll
sacrifice
have
is
a
for
different
tonight.
response then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2d6 plus, and it's versed. What the hell am I for versed? 1.
Okay, not bad.
Please do something better, you cunt.
Ooh, close. Yeah. So
So is that a success?
no, that's a success. The people are going to come to this sacrifice, and they will bring sacrifice equal to a bit of silver, just 1 bit.
Oh, okay.
And for PCs, it's always their choice, but their honor may be called into question if they don't attend the ceremony. So, what's
Had
your
she
reaction?
rolled like
Okay.
a 2, would she have like
I-
tripped and sacrificed herself?
No, I would
What's your
turn around
reaction
and
to
told
this,
her to
Anna?
Oh, hey,
sacrifice.
look! A few
him
handfuls
to
of silver pay for a regular slave. That's interesting.
Yep.
Because I was already turning my back and walking away. And when he says this, I turn back around and I say, "But my family did not bring this down upon our household. I will find you a sacrifice, but it may not be the one you are looking for."
The one I am looking for is scum. That is the one who will cleanse my household. This one is for your household. Just remember that. And
I don't-
I look at Eamon with genuine concern. Like, I'm not looking like I'm trying to challenge you. I'm looking at you like the gods are fucking with us. So, if you're the one who doesn't want to bring a sacrifice, that's entirely on you.
Yeah. All right. So, like, this is the end of this scene, and like the camera sort of zooms out, and we see Coral going away, and maybe there were a couple of nearby people who also heard this call to sacrifice. And sort of like when you delivered those words, everybody's heart was stirred, right? They all heard something in your voice, something holier than they've ever really heard before. And sort of as the afternoon wears on, everybody gets a visit from somebody saying, "Oh, Rovik he's spoken with the gods. He's called a sacrifice for this afternoon, this evening, at dusk. Make sure that you attend and make sure that you bring something for the sacrifice, something small." So yeah, word goes out. So PCs, Eamon, Hilda, and Ingeborg, are you three going to attend this evening's events?
Yes.
Yeah, I am like the ceremonial person of the sacrifice. Like I got to do my chant.
Yeah, true, definitely.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, he does his thing.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
Alright.
going to be there, but I am still
Doesn't a
looking for
fight have to
Tierney.
happen first?
Yeah.
But that's
Okay.
it's all gonna be rolled into one big scene, right? So there's gonna be a fight and then there's gonna be a sacrifice.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, there's gonna be a sacrifice either way, right? Just to lift the curse. But
Yeah,
whether or
everyone's-
not Rovik will be there to see it, who knows? Okay, so Eamon, what are you doing? What are you trying to bring as a sacrifice? Are you
I'm
gonna
still
try
looking. I'm trying to find Tierney.
to? Okay, how are you
along the
trying to
way.
find her?
I'm thinking that because no one has seen her in a while, and what's her name? Oh God, Ingrid was being kind of suspicious about that hut that was near Lidrot.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about possibly going that way and
Okay, so you're
seeing
heading
what's
off
going
towards
on, or
Frostland.
seeing if we could find any tracks of anything else.
Yeah. So
It's been
like
2 weeks, so that's hard.
yeah, it takes you about an hour to get out there. Totally. You get out there through the brush, and you see a hut, and there's a small smoke fire, coming from behind it. What do you do?
And to see a hut with smoke coming from behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see anything? Any people?
Are you just gonna wait and observe for quite a while?
Not for a moment.
Okay, if you're just being quick, then no, you don't see any people right away.
Okay. I kind of. Hilda, did you come with me? Because I definitely was with Carl and.
Yeah,
Hilda.
Carl went to go call people to sacrifice, but Hilda could be with you if you want her.
It's up to. I mean, if she
Sure.
wants. Of course, I wanted both of them to be there, but if Carl's all like, I got a mission.
Yep.
All right. I start moving closer. See if
Okay.
I see anybody else.
Are you trying to look around behind the hut at the campfire area?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You see a young man crouching down above the campfire. He's skewered a rabbit and he's roasting it over the fire.
Do you recognize him?
He stands up and he brushes his long sandy hair away from his face, and for a moment you think that it's Rovik, and then you recognize him as Ref.
Hmm. I kind of glance back at Hilda, being like, "Did you see that?" And I no longer am hiding, and
Okay.
I walk straight up.
Yeah, he looks at you and he's just astonished for a moment, and he goes to his hand goes to his side where he's got a hatchet, and he grabs it, but he doesn't pull it up. He's just his hand is on his hatchet.
I'm like, that is not necessary.
What do you here, Eamon? I have left my father's household and started my own.
Oh, does your father know about this?
I haven't spoken with him.
And what do you think he would think of it?
I do not care. My father doesn't tell me what to do now. I am my own man.
And what happens if one were to come here and rid of your hut? Then what?
They would not. I would defend it.
You alone?
No,
With your little axe?
not I alone. I have a friend.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, where is this friend?
Nearby.
Oh. Rev, there has been a lot that has happened. You should come home.
I see no reason to. My life here is good. Thora and I are happy out here. We're free from my father.
I see. A moment of jealousy kind of like hits me, but I'm kind of over it.
Mm.
Where's Thora? The young
Thora.
shield maiden.
We have visitors. And she comes out from the hut. And she's wearing, like, full, leather armor of the Viking era. She's got a round shield. She's got a sword in her hand. And she's regarding you very warily. And she points her sword at you and says, Aemon? What do you
so you
here?
do exist. People have been asking about you.
Of course I exist.
I kind of look over at Hilda because, like, that's your apprentice, right? Or mentor? Or
Yeah.
I stick my sword into the ground, and I'm just like, what a bag full of silver can buy you. I look around the entire area and give it like a once-over, but really snarkily.
Yeah. She says, the bag full of silver bought me freedom from another woman.
Interesting.
I don't say anything about it. I don't say anything to it.
Freedom from another woman? What is
Yes.
this freedom?
Ingrid was sniffing around, looking after my ref. I didn't want her here. I told her to go. I paid her off. Ref
kind
and
of
I don't
walk-
need the silver. We
I
can
would kind of
establish
walk
our
up
own
and
household.
put my arm around Ref, and I kind of like shaking him. I'm like, but Ref is like my nephew. Ingrid has every right to be worried for Ref.
Worried for him. Aye. She was worried about his cock and how dry it was.
I let go of him for a moment, and I go, what is this accusation that you're making?
We should turn our cameras back on.
Skype took us down. They were like,
Took us down.
Skype
They
was
were
like,
oh shit, the shade, the
Shit is
shade.
going on here.
It's fucking real.
oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Eamon, what's your response to that?
I said, did you not hear me? I said, what is this accusation that you make?
Yeah. And she says, Ingrid is thirsty.
for dick.
And I look at Ref and I'm like, is this the truth?
Riff sort of nods.
Is
Just
the child
curtly.
she bears yours?
He looks completely taken aback. He says, Amen. I am young, but I am faithful. Thora is the only woman for me. I did not sleep with Ingrid.
Oh, he totally
And I grab him
banged
by both shoulders and
Oh,
look
I
him
totally
directly in the eye, and I'm like, are you certain, boy?
He sort of laughs. He says, I am certain of where my parts have been, and they have not been anywhere near Ingrid. Thora keeps me empty. I have none left for anyone else.
Fucking hell.
God.
that time of night.
Oh my goodness. I kind of like turn around and pace a bit. And kind of like I'm trying to gather my thoughts.
Can I use my bond? I already used it. Never mind.
Mm.
I already used it with her earlier.
Are you gonna, interject anything into this situation? I mean, you guys are here to find Gurney, right? Have you even approached that topic of conversation?
Yeah, I guess I will. While Eamon's losing his shit, I'll be like,
Where's the other thirsty woman? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. filled with seed or not, it's not our concern. We're looking for another. The dark-haired one. Have you seen her?
Thora responds, the Night Wolf? Have you used your bond with Thora? Or no, you changed your thing?
No. I still have a bond with Thora.
Oh, yeah.
But I used my bond with her last time.
That's okay. You get it back at the beginning of every session.
Oh, okay. Then I would like to use my bond with her.
Two.
What are my damn options?
Are you looking into her heart?
Yeah, I want to know if they actually know her.
What you need to ask here really is, how could I get your character to tell me where Gerney is?
There we go. That's the one.
Yeah. So you could get her to tell you where Gerney is if you vow to protect the sanctity of Ref's household as separate from his father's.
All right.
That's what they're looking for here.
So I go to Thora, and I completely ignore Ref. I'm not too concerned with what his issues are, but I say to her, Thora, I trust you more than I trust this boy, and I'll have you know, I believe you'll protect him. I believe you'll protect this household, and I believe you'll flourish here in the woods. But we do not need to worry about you now. We need to find this woman. She means a great deal to his father, and a great deal to me. Help me, please. And I shall keep your secret safe.
Very well, Hilda. I know you and I left on bad terms, and I'm sorry for my actions. Yes, if you keep my household safe, then I will lead you to him. To her. Come.
And I do a nod.
Yeah. So, she leads you off through the woods, following a small path up towards a stream. Why don't we restart the Skype call so that we can just have everybody's cameras back?
All right.
And then we'll see what happens. So we'll be right back, 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
All right, welcome back. Okay, so Hilda, you follow her up a path that winds up through like a series of rocks that create an embankment. And Thora says, she prays up ahead, resting at the roots of a great tree. What do you intend?
I give her sort of a smirk, and I'm like, the men have plans. They're stupid as all men's plans, but we must see through them. And so I sort of just march forward, going to go handle it myself.
Yeah. Eamon, are you with Hilda at this point?
I was assuming that I was, but then I didn't want to if it was like something where like Thora was just taking Hilda.
It was kind of an open invitation, so it's up to you.
All right. Before I go with them, I kind of look at Ref and I say, "Your father misses you." And I continue going.
Okay. He looks a little bit taken aback at that, but he doesn't say anything in response. Okay, so yeah, you guys are up. You come around the corner of this this sort of secret path up this cliff face, and you see a small pool at the base of a large tree with its roots descending into the pool. The afternoon, evening light is filtering down through the leaves, golden and green, and there at the base of the pool, or at the base of the tree next to the pool, sits oh God, what's her name?
Garni.
Garni Nightwolf. And she has a rabbit that she has cut its throat and is draining its blood into the pool. And she's looking at the way the swirls flow in the water as like we're sort of seeing the camera on the rabbit, the blood in the water, and then it sort of raises up. And Hilda is standing behind and over Garni as she watches the blood in the water. And she mutters without even turning around. She says, "I see you found me."
I just sort of I approach next to her, but don't say anything because this is Eamon's business. I'm just sort of like the hired muscle who's there to like, don't run. I think that's like the posture of like, don't even think about running.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And I guess I walk out of the brushes as well, and I say, "Receptive. We've been looking for you.
So I've seen.
Do you know why?
I think I do.
Then you shall come with us."
It doesn't seem that I have much choice.
I kind of turn, expecting her to kind of come with us, and I say, trying to think like the best wording to be not rude, but like kind of sympathetic of like the realm of, the gates of Valhalla, like will accept you type of thing. But I just don't know. I can't figure out the best words to say that.
Do you actually say something to that effect, but you're just having a hard time figuring it out right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Personally, I am.
Yeah, totally. There's a moment where Eamon, he says a comforting word to Garni, and maybe this is the sort of thing where like the camera is high in the trees of the great tree next to this pond, and it's looking down, and we see Eamon sort of like rest his hand on Garni's shoulder, and she nods quietly in response to him, and then they all three of you walk out of this grove and back down the cliff face. So back in the settlement and the longhouse, everybody has brought just a little bit of something, some grain or a chicken or a small token of their family, and they're all gathering in a large clearing near Ingebjorg's hut. So Ingebjorg, you're there, and Rovik, you're sort of overseeing everybody who's coming up and bringing you things. Scum is there, and he's just like sharpening his sword, and there's 3 shields nearby him, and there's 3 shields that have been brought out for you as well. And this is the scene that we're going to end on here, this tense moment. Even maybe like we hear a crackle of heat thunder in the air from far away as this like camp of sacrifice starts setting up for operation. And then when we start our next episode, we will see how the battle and the sacrifice actually go.
Dude. I can't wait for Shannon to die. I can't.
It's gonna start off with like such a ridiculous.
Yeah, what's gonna happen if Shannon
everything
dies
else
next
has been
time?
so
If
chill.
Shannon dies, then her son gets sacrificed too, because everybody will be like, "Oh, she's not here to defend him. Let's sacrifice the kid."
Just sacrifice everyone, and then we'll be free of the curse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, Shannon, you might want to think about who else you would play if Rovik did die.
Damn it.
There's a very real chance. Like, combat in this game is pretty deadly. But maybe it'll go well for you, and you'll lift the curse, and everybody will respect you again.
Yeah. You've only broken a rib already.
Yeah, exactly. Think about how well your past physical conflicts have gone.
She's just
Yeah.
like, that's not very promising.
Yeah, that's really a lot of confidence, guys. Thanks for the pep talk.
Hey,
Cheers.
well, maybe it's like that was your streak of bad luck, and then like next
Now
week,
you've really done it. Now you've really fucking
you're just
cursed
gonna
it.
like rock that shit. It's gonna be all like 13s.
You know what?
Nope.
This feels
Nope.
like Rovik's curse is my curse. And
That's the lesson.
man,
That's the lesson.
Yep, totally. All right, let's do some shout outs. Why don't we start with Maggie?
Oh shit. So you guys can follow me over at margaretcrone.com. I do live stream. I haven't been lately just because of E3 and stuff, but I will be back in the running tomorrow. I stream Monday through Friday starting at 8 p.m. Central if you want to hang out and play some games and chill. I also do YouTube videos. You can find all of those on my website as well. And I just pump out videos every day. So if you want videos about video games, come check them out.
Awesome.
That's what I do.
Shannon, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, other than being completely cursed and doomed, I actually started streaming last week, so that's the thing.
Whoa!
I stream part-time now. Kind
Cool.
of just fun. Mainly, so far, Ark and Fallout Shelter, because I just wanted to sort of like show it off and see how cool it was. I also intend to do The Walking Dead this week, maybe on the weekend, I think. So, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/ShannonZKiller if you want to check that out, because that's probably just going to be a lot of me being angry and frustrated and cringed. So, good. Yeah.
Right on. Jesse, tell us about yourself.
Hey everybody, I'm Jesse Cox. I'm the only verified person on Twitter here, so I'm the only one that you can trust being a real human being. The rest of these guys,
And so humble too.
all cursed. I'm sick. I'm about to cough. I'm trying not to. When I talk, I can't talk. So I will simply say I'm sick. So there's really no videos on my channel right now, and I found an ant in my office, and now I'm worried that there are ants everywhere. So I'm losing my mind. I really don't know what's happening. So I'm just gonna say thank you. I love you, and I'm gonna cough now. Bye.
Poor Jesse.
All
All
right.
right.
Break
Feel
down the
sorry
mood,
for you.
Jesse.
You're verified. You'll get over it.
Yeah.
They give us the good medicine.
Crendor man, it's time to do your thing, buddy.
Oh, God.
Well,
All
I'll
right.
tell you what, Joe. You can head on over to
JP,
youtube.com/wowcrendor,
God.
where statistics have shown that he's really got it going over there. A lot of videos being put up, more than usual. If he keeps this up, he'll make a solid run at the playoffs. Now, if you're looking for more of an off-season thing, you can head over to twitch.tv/crendor to watch training camp. A lot of new players over there. You can just head over there right now, twitch.tv/crendor. It's click the follow button. That'll let you know when I go live. It's free. Or you can subscribe if you want to give me money.
You have another 20 minutes.
Yeah, twitter.com/wowcrendor, where you can get more updates. I'm trying to get verified. I mean, I'm followed by verified
Following
people,
all the right
so
people, yeah.
it's only a matter of time before you do that type of thing. Really, when you step into the throw, you got to use your front foot and really put your body into it when you're gonna get that perfect spiral. Aside from that, just facebook.com/crendor and buy my shirts.
I've never read the
Wow.
comment that's underneath all his stuff, but that's so funny.
Crendor is a crazy person, but we love him. Awesome.
Mhm.
And I'm Stephen Lumpkin. I'm Silent Osiris. I GM this and the West Marches. So we have a show, I think, scheduled for Saturday on the West Marches. JP will confirm that for you guys. I hope I'm not spoiling anything. Oh yeah. And you can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube at Silent Osiris. And I have made a Q&A over on the r/itmeJP subreddit. I will put the link to that in chat, and you guys should definitely go check it out and ask me anything that you might have to ask about this awesome session we had today. So thank you very much to the four of you for playing. It was a really, really fun session for me. I hope you all had fun too. Thanks to all of you who are watching, and thanks to JP for doing a great job producing the show and hosting us on his channel. And that's it for tonight, everybody.
Yeah,
Thank you,
he's-
JP.
Thanks.
He's all right.
Toodles.